Omari, Saturday could potentially be your last game in Neyland Stadium. What do you hope, whether it's this year or next year, is the impact that you've left on this program?
When you look at this program, hopefully I'm just a person that they can look at that always gave his best, always wanted what's best for Tennessee, not necessarily myself. Always just willing to put the team before me. You know, I'm a big person on just building friendships, building relationships. So I've been able to do that here, and hopefully that's just something that continue whether I'm here or not.
Going off of Casey's Senior Day question, what has been one or two of your favorite moments as a Tennessee Vol throughout your years being here?
I would definitely have to say the Vol Walk. Like, my first Vol Walk, like, getting to experience it, like, coming out of COVID, because, like, COVID wasn't really nothing. But then, like, seeing it out of COVID, it was crazy. Like, it was just like being a recruit again almost. So that was good. And I'd say just like playing against Ole Miss, like, because I had a lot of family come to the game that game just because it's so close to Memphis. So those two moments, like, are really special to me.
Omari, what's practice been like this week? Obviously, back-to-back tough losses. Do you feel like everybody's going to be geared up and ready to go come Saturday?
Yeah, I feel like everyone is going to be ready for the opportunity Saturday because we know it's a big game for us. That's how we look at it as the next game. We can't do anything about the past, but we can't let the team who beat us before beat us twice. So we can't think about it anymore. Just let it be, but learn from it and know that we got to get better, and we just got to play better.
Mari, you're talking a little bit about Senior Day. Do you know if this is going to be your last home game? Have you decided you can't come back next season? Do you know what your plans are yet?
No, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to go out there like it's my last game, like just have fun, play free, because you never know what could happen. Just it's another opportunity, so I got to take advantage of the opportunity.
Is that future decision something you plan on kind of addressing and getting into maybe in December after the season's over?
Yes, sir.
Mark, what have you seen from Vanderbilt on that side of the football up front? What are some of the challenges that they can present for you guys?
They're a team that plays hard. They every game, majority of the games they've been in, their losses have they've been in games. So like they're a good football team. They're gonna come ready to play in-state rivalry. So everything, the hype around the game is gonna be there. So we just have to be able to approach because we're gonna get their best shot.
Omari, what are you thankful for this holiday season?
I'm thankful for my family, thankful for just the people I get to be around every day, the opportunity, and just anybody I come encounter with, just thankful, just hopefully leave a mark on anybody I meet.
Yeah, Omar, the COVID year is kind of a weird situation. Do you guys discuss that on the team? Like, are you coming back? Am I coming back? Is that discussed now, or do you think those talks will come next week?
Next week. Yeah, we really just focusing on the game right now. That's something that we just told each other, it's so much uncertainty, but, what we do know is that we're going to play Saturday, so we get a chance to go out there and have fun, play with each other, regardless who leaving, who coming back. This is one opportunity for this team to be together again. So, we just got to embrace it and go out there and have fun.
Omari, with James Pierce Jr., how much more attention is he receiving from opposing offenses right now?
A lot of attention. James, the way James has been playing all year is causing a lot of buzz for him. So teams are doing everything in their will to kind of play him out of the game. But I feel like that's where, other players have to continue to step up and make more plays as well, just from, me, everybody, literally everybody just got to continue to play better, and that's James as well. So we just all just got to continue to grow.
Have you seen James handle that extra attention, and especially for a young guy, what are his next steps to be able to handle that more consistently, I guess?
Yeah, James, he's been handling it pretty good. You see James, especially once he started playing better, it's like he got into the facility way more just because, he noticed, teams started focusing on him more, so he took his game, not necessarily on the field, but he took his game mentally, the preparation piece of it, he took it way more seriously. Just based off of the season he was having, I feel like that's something that he's going to continue to do because he knows the player he can be, and James is the type guy, when he wants to do something, he's going to do it. So I feel like he's just going to continue to grow, and he's going to put his mind to it and do everything that he needs to do.
Omari, we talked to Coach Garner earlier. How is your what kind of impact do you think he's had on your career as a player, and how do you think the player-coach relationship you guys have has developed over your past 3 years?
Yeah, Coach G has played a big part of me being here, just on field, like growing me as a player on field and like off the field. Like Coach G, he pushes you regardless of what it is. He always there for you. Like he doesn't allow us to lead a meeting room without him telling us that he loves us, like as a group, just because that's just the guy he is. Like he believes in like having fun, but doing stuff the right way. And it's just good to have somebody like that who like resembles like a good father figure here when you're away from your real family, like at home. So it's good to have Coach G. Like I'm so thankful for Coach G. Like everything he's done for me, like just the person he is. Like I feel like he's always somebody I'm gonna be able to call on. So I really appreciate and love Coach G.
How do you kind of balance those emotions of knowing that this could potentially be your last game while also making the game your #1 priority?
It's not really that tough right now because, like I said, like I just try to focus on the game. But like I'm sure when I like get out there and stuff, it's gonna be like kind of crazy because what could be, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah.
What do you remember about your first game in Neyland Stadium?
I didn't play, so that's awesome. But no, I'm joking. I don't know. I remember just being super excited about having the opportunity to eventually play here and to eventually have an impact. And used to walk around campus and just look at the stadium because obviously the stadium's right in the middle of campus, and I'd just be like, wow, yeah, one day I'm gonna, not to get all emotional, like one day I'm gonna make plays there and I'm gonna be able to play there and perform there. And I don't know. It's really special to be here now after looking back at it and just the journey that I've come on.
We've been asking everybody, what are you thankful for this holiday season?
What am I thankful for this holiday season? I'm thankful just for, kind of the last year of my life. I'm very thankful for how it's helped me grow. I'm thankful for my family, for sure. I think that everybody says they have the best family, right? But I truly believe I have the best family. We have our issues and we have our, debates and arguments, but truly I know that they got my back through everything. So those two things.
Vince and then Ryan.
How emotional do you think it will be for you on Saturday, especially the build-up?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be too emotional, honestly. I think I'll be able to contain it for a good amount. But I mean, it is worth it to show that it makes me emotional and that I truly do value the experience. So yeah, I'll definitely be emotional for sure. We'll see how much it comes out.
Jacob is a local guy who grew, committed 2 staffs ago. You've been on quite the journey here. How much does it mean to you to kind of leave this program in the shape it's in now, as compared to where it was just a few years ago?
Yeah, it means the world just because as a leader and as a competitor too, right? Like we're trying to get better. That's the only thing that we're trying to do here is get better, whether it's, give ourselves a better life financially or, with a good career or just trying to become better men or just trying to be a better football player. That kind of falls in the same category, right? We're trying to make this place as good as we can possibly make it before we leave. And, I think we've done a good job. I think we've kind of changed the narrative about, how you compete and how you finish games and how you stick together, how you love each other on your team and how you trust coaches and how you listen. There's a lot of things that you can kind of throw out there, but I think, this program's in a much better place than kind of what I found it in. So I'm happy about that.
Jacob, obviously everyone's got their own situation, right? Excuse me, and everyone's got to make their own decisions. Yeah. But after a game, there will be guys who will be in a lot of situations like you were in last year in terms of not knowing, am I going to come back, am I going to not, all those things. What advice would you offer to those guys about what your process was like and how you feel about how the way things went for you?
Yeah, so something that Hendon Hooker, I had this conversation with him when I was trying to, when I was going through it, right? When I was trying to make the decision, he, just kind of referenced his decision to stay and about how, it's obviously a decision that's, not easy, right? But end of the day is, it's not going to be the end of the world whether you make, the wrong decision. There's no wrong decision for anybody. I think it's just a matter of being able to stick with one and just put your head down and go grind and go, figure it out. I made that decision to stay back in early January and, one of my mentors just said, look, man, you just have to take this and run with it. Like, regardless of whether it was the right decision for you or the wrong decision, like, just make it the right decision. Just go out there and do everything you can to make it the best. And truly, I'm happy in my case that I stayed. But, everybody has their own journey. So there's going to be guys that feel like they're done here, and that's awesome. There's going to be guys that feel like they, want a little bit more, and that's perfect too.
If you could pick one memory, right here in the back,
Yeah.
if you could pick one memory you've had over the years as a Tennessee Vol, which one really resonates with you the most?
I think one that really changed the way that I play the game and just kind of how, my perspective just on the game in general. We were actually in the bowl, or we were in Jacksonville at the Gator Bowl, and the offense coordinator at the time, Jim Chaney, who I actually saw this season because he works for one of the other teams in the SEC. He just came up to me and said, look, man, like, don't ever, because my game has changed a lot. I've gotten a lot bigger, I've gotten a lot stronger. He said, man, don't ever let anybody tell you that you're soft ever again. Because he would be like, yeah, you're soft. Like, you can't hold the point, you can't do this, can't do that. He said, don't let anybody ever tell you that you're soft ever again. And if you really, truly believe that, like, you'll take that as love. You'll take that as, trying to be coached. And there's been soft moments for sure. I think that there's been times when, you get beat on the edge or whatever and it looks bad. But I truly remember that, and I see that as kind of the turning point in my career when I really started to change my mentality on the way that I play the game. So.
Jacob, how emotional do you think your dad's going to be on Saturday, and just with him playing here as well? How fun of a ride has that aspect been for you and your family?
Yeah, it's been awesome to see kind of his, or at least hear his perspective of it. My mom goes through the same thing too. She's going to be, upset about not being able to come to games and stuff like that, just because I mentioned them earlier, man, they support me so much, and they truly, invest so much in just me, my mental health, and just they keep me up all the time. And my mom hasn't missed a game, man. Like, my dad is at every single one that he's been able to the past few years, and it just means a lot to them because it means a lot to me. They want the best for me. They want everything to work out perfect for their son, and I'm the baby, so of course I get get all the extra stuff, whatever. So, man, he's gonna be excited, but he's gonna miss it in the same way I'm sure he misses playing the game.
Jacob, Coach Heupel yesterday was pretty complimentary of how you've helped McAllen along.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of teammates in your 6 years here. I'm sure that may be one of the more unique relationships you've probably had. How would you kind of describe the connection you guys sort of built up over a short period of time?
I give credit to him because he came in just so open and so willing to just be, a student, I guess, and just learn from me. I think it would be very difficult if he came in and kind of saw it as, you're my age, like there's nothing you could tell me, or why are you trying to, tell me how to do things. But that was never how it was. I treated him with love and respect ever since he got here, and I've got nothing but the same in return. We're truthfully like best of friends now. Like me, him, Hunter, like a lot of those guys in that room spend so much time together, playing Xbox, like just playing board games, hanging out, watching games, watching TV. So, man, truly, he's been a big part of why I have enjoyed this year so much, is just me and his connection and friendship, and having somebody to go and play with, right, and be able to, kind of bounce ideas off each other and be able to feed off each other during the games, if something bad happens, and knowing that he's got my back regardless, and, the same for him, for me, so.
We want two more, Vince.
We've certainly asked you about your relationship and being coached by Coach Ablin.
Yeah.
But what's your relationship like with Coach Halsley as your OC?
Yeah, Halsley, again, me and Halsley have had this super cool connection. It just feels like, I don't know, he started as a quarterback's coach, right? He wasn't in that position initially, so there was never this, I feel like there's a level of stress, I guess, that guys have with guys that are in like the bigger positions, right? The head coach and the coordinators and things like that, just because they make a lot of decisions, right? And they kind of have things in their hands that they deal with. But, with me and him, we've always had an amazing relationship. We always joke around at practice and just pushing each other around. He'll come up and he does a stupid thing where, like, we don't wear sleeves at practice, so he'll come and slap the back of my arm. It makes me so angry, but I turn around and I just smile at him because he's looking at me with a big grin, and he just loves it. So, man, truly I've really enjoyed having him as a leader, and truly just a friend, it feels like, on the field. It sounds weird to say that because he is my leader, right, and he's my authority, but truly a friend on the field for me.